According to the lady, this meeting has now begun. You guys, welcome back to our final what is it? The round of the Triple Crown podcasts that we've been trying to do with the horse racing, the original Triple Crown. I can't even talk. Trying to go through a whole intro. It doesn't matter. Anyway, welcome back, KJ. Jimmy, it's been a while. Glad to see
Been a
you
while.
again.
Yeah,
Are you guys ready to talk some fucking horse racing?
Yeah, man, it's all good.
I'm ready to talk some horse shit.
Yeah, shit. Come on.
And that's exactly what this is. We're gonna make we are gonna do our own analyzations. We're gonna do our own little fucking picks. By no means are we professionals. So you can take any type of lawsuits and shove them up your ass. This is just for fun. But
Mhm.
but you will find out later on that we've been pretty spot on lately with some of these picks. But before we get into I want to get your guys' opinion on what I'm gonna name this episode, and I was gonna call it oh shit. I purposely put the stopwatch on my notes, so I thought I'd get to them faster. Anyway, to calling it the did somebody say Belmont Stakes? Everyone paused
Mhm.
for laughter. Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. God damn it. All right. That's what I, I've been left alone for the majority of today. The wife took the girls out. They're going shopping. So
Come on.
I've been having a good time and drinking and we're gonna talk some more horsies. All right. But before we go any further, I believe KJ is our in-house historian, I believe we'll call him. And he's got this
Absolutely.
sweet fucking background over there. So
That's
uh KJ, other than Belmont being in upstate New York, and being the final 3 of the Triple Crown race, I have no idea what this fucking race is about. Hit me up.
Yes, yeah. So this is it's the third jewel of the Triple Crown, as they call it. So it's the third race of the Triple Crown, the last one. It's also the longest one. So this one is a little bit longer. So for your horses that have won the Derby and the Preakness, this is real measurement of can they really go the distance? Because it's about a half mile, quarter mile longer than the pre or excuse me the Derby. So it's a little bit longer than the Derby.
Son of a
So
bitch.
um,
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I forgot that you had told me that when I made my picks.
uh-huh.
So I'm like stumbling over how I made my picks now. But anyway,
yeah.
oh
No,
man, they're running further.
you can't change it.
Hmm.
Remember,
I
you
know.
can't
No, you
change
can't change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. But
All right.
here's where you could put a little sound effect in, but not to beat a dead horse.
Mhm.
Secretariat has also got the fastest time, um, and he's also got the biggest margin of victory. So, and that's 31 lengths. So that's crazy distance, man. That's like
Now,
blowing them out the water.
what is it? What is the length in horse racing? That's
A
the like the
furlong,
length,
one of the furlongs. You know
Yeah.
the fences.
like
You
an
know the white
Edward,
fences. In,
like an Edward furlong from T2.
That's exactly right. That's how they
Exactly.
got it.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay,
Exactly.
okay. So
But
that,
yeah,
what I mean, what's the measurement for that? What is that like 5 feet? Is what I'm trying to
no,
say.
it's oh jeez, like
Give
10.
it to me in meters or
So
whatever.
the Kentucky Derby is 1.25 mile, and that's 10 furlongs. So that's the ratio. So for I don't know, it's like a little bit over, I don't know, a couple meters. I can't remember the actual distance, but so the Belmont is 1.5 miles and it's 12 furlongs. So it's two furlongs longer than the Derby.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hmm.
So this sounds like a betting thing that was put in, like.
Well, no, it's how they when they first established when we talked about the Derby in the beginning, it's how they established the length when they brought it over from England, and the furrow was how they measured. That was the length of a plot of land that they plowed the horse. It was a furrow. So now they just that's what.
Okay, just name it.
Now instead of a furrow, they call it a furlong. It's a furrow long, furlong.
Fucking
I
A.
just
All
fucking
right.
really learned something just now, man. I really did just learn something. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I
All
didn't
right.
know
It's like a
that.
pitch in a field. A pitch in a field, I guess. Yeah. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's
All right,
crazy.
KJ. Continue on. Jesus,
Yeah.
we're learning shit.
Yeah.
No, I
Man.
mean that was basically it. I mean, this is the third horse. I mean, a third race of the Triple Crown, and Secretariat. He's got the fastest time.
Mhm.
No surprise there. He's also got the fastest times at all the quarter miles. So every time they go around the track, they measure the time the horse ran at that, like a quarter mile, half mile, 3/4. He's got the fastest times at all the quarter mile uh, fractions of the track. So, and then he's got the biggest 31 lengths, man. That is insane.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's a long
And
fucking way.
like you said before, man, like you said before, like he got faster
right.
as the race went on. Like he got
Yeah.
faster. Like he
And
ran
this
out
is
of track.
and this
Nobody
is the
knows
longest
really when.
track, so ain't no
Yeah,
telling.
Yeah.
yeah.
What
It's
he's gonna
crazy,
run,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
So let's
Horse
get into
race
the
is fun,
horses.
dude.
Let's get
Yeah.
into the horses that are running this week. KJ, you sent me the names of them. I don't know if there've been any updates or any late scratches, but
How
as of
many
now,
horses do you have, Johnny?
I've got 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should
So
be
there
it.
are no scratches so far.
Okay. So coming in, and I believe this is how they are lined up in
Post position,
in the
yeah.
pens. Yeah. So at 1 we got Hill Road. Do you want me to give the odds with the horse's name, or just you want to go over the names right now and we'll
Hey,
talk about the odds and betting later?
it's your cast, man.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
so
just hey, I'm
yeah, I
just
mean,
hanging out with my
for
bros, talking
for gambling purposes, for
Yeah.
gambling purposes.
yeah. Anyway, we'll get to the
I mean, you can.
we'll get to
We're
the
not encouraging that, but
of
these are
course
the
not.
odds.
At
No,
all.
not unless they're gonna
At
fucking
all.
pay us. Now, if they pay us, I'll read an ad like a motherfucker, quick as shit, because I don't give a fuck. That gambling is your problem, and you can contact so and so at
dude,
yeah.
you got to patent that. You got to patent that. Put it on a shirt. Gambling your problem. You got to
Well,
patent it.
I mean, everyone else is making money off you. Why not me?
That's right.
Uh, Coming in at number 1, we got Hill Road. Number 2, Sovereignty. Sovereignty raced in the previous one. Brain farting right now. Somebody help me out.
He was in the Derby. Well, I think he did
Yeah.
run in the Preakness too, but he wasn't in the top 3. He won
No,
the Derby. He won the
but he
Derby.
did run.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he
Coming in,
didn't. I don't think he ran last race.
He
I think he
didn't.
took. He's one of the ones that took 3 weeks off
Oh,
or
that's
something like
right.
that.
You're right. You're right,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
yeah. I think he didn't run.
Because there wasn't going to be a Triple Crown winner
Yeah,
this year because
yeah.
he opted out. Yeah, you're
look
right, Jimmy.
Mhm.
fucking
That was the
Jimmy
first time in a
on
long time.
That's why
Jimmy
that's
on
why
top
3 heads
of
are
it.
better than one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what she said.
Shit, you taught me something today. I did not know about furlongs, man. I did not know about it. That's crazy. I learned something today.
Coming in at number 3, we got Rodriguez. Surprise, Ice
Yes.
hasn't found that guy yet. Number 4, Uncaged. 5, Crudo. 6, Bieza. I cannot pronounce this one. Didn't it win last week
Oh,
or last race?
Beza. I
Yeah,
thought it was like Spanish Beza. Yeah, like it's a cool name. It's a cool name.
yeah. Um, Number 7, and my favorite, Journalism.
Yeah.
And coming in at the far end, Heart of Honor. Um, I like I said before, I always thought these races had, they were all Kentucky Derby-ish amounts. And it was always going to be 20 horses or something like that. And if you've watched the previous episodes, I was clearly mistaken at the amount of the sport I knew. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Um,
You all right?
yeah, no, yeah. It's just I didn't realize that. I thought it was gonna be 20 horses every race, and then for them to just be like, oh, 8, 9, 10, and then they
Mhm.
could skip races is something that blew my mind because I mean, these horses cost so much money to just have.
Mhm.
And for them to be like, I can skip it, just goes to show the kind of people who own these animals. Like it's not about I mean, it's about winning. That's it.
Mhm.
Because we talked about purses in one of the previous episodes, KJ. What are they making? Like 300,000 or oh, no, I'm sorry, like
Nah,
3 million
I think it was up in the millions for the Derby. I think
Yeah,
it
I
was
think it's like, yeah, like 2 mil, one, like some crazy number like that.
right.
Like it was a good chunk. Yeah, it's a
But,
pretty good
I mean,
chunk.
how much does it cost to breed and own a Kentucky Derby-esque racehorse? I guarantee you it's more than 3 million a year, and you're not winning that fucking Derby every fucking year, but you're building that horse up for multiple years. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, like, the amount of money that these people put into their horses, it never pays out. It is
Mhm.
a stature, like it's like, "Oh, yeah, I own this horse that won a Kentucky Derby," and that's it. It's never like, "Well, dude, you lost, like, $15 million into that horse." Like, "Yeah, but I won a Kentucky Derby."
Well,
Anyway,
I think we mentioned that too on one of the previous casts, though, is like, you know, they really just want the horse to win. And then the money that they really make is through stud fees,
Mhm.
So when they breed the horses, they're continually making money, even the horses is not racing anymore. They're still making money off the horse.
every
And
time
it's
that
not like
horse
they have just one
ejaculates.
horse in the stable. Most of them have, at least either, 10,
So
12, 15 horses. So
Mhm.
that means there has to be a price tag somewhere on every time a horse ejaculates. Like, I'm sure the
Yeah.
Jackass boys know, like, yeah, it costs $5,000 to jack off that horse and
Mhm.
waste its sperm or some shit. Dude,
That's what it is, man.
that's way
That's what
more
it
than
is.
what
It's all
we get
money.
paid.
Yeah.
Like, you go to those little sperm banks, you get what? Maybe $5? I don't even know what it is anymore. I've never been to one, but, yeah. But it's definitely like I mean, none of us are thoroughbreds by any means, but
Yeah. And-
but I mean, come on, we're just wasting
Mhm.
our goo otherwise. Okay, so, we just went over the horses' names, and without going into the odds right now, I would like to hear your guys' favorites. Who wants to go first?
Jimmy, you can go
I
ahead.
mean, uh, like mine's a little different than probably everybody else's, man. Like, I don't know. I like Baez, Baeza, whatever his name. I like that horseman. I mean, it's just if you go back and just look like at the horses that came from the same father, like they win championships. Like they have two horses, Mage that won the Kentucky Derby in 2023, and then you have Dornach, which won the Belmont in 2024. Like the thoroughbred that horse comes from, and if you just watch that horse, that's one of the strongest horses. Like you saw at the last race. Like he's always up there in the front. He likes the front. Like
Where
I just
I got a question.
that's that's mine. That's my sleeper that I'm going with this year. Like
where
I think
was
it's
where
he's
was
going to place.
Beza? I'm gonna butcher the
Yeah,
name.
it's hard to say.
Where
I'm
was
like I'm thinking of Spanish. I'm thinking of
I'm just gonna
Spanish
say
maybe
B.
like
I'm gonna say B.
hey,
We're gonna call it B. Yeah, where was
Beza.
B running in accordance with the pack last race is what I'm
Like I
wondering.
think he finished. I
Was
think his last race he was like second or third. Like he was second, but he
in
was
the
in the
pack.
front. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was in
yeah.
the front until he wasn't.
Well, see, well,
Like yeah,
that's what that Jimmy,
but
that's
he
what gets
finished
me
top three, I think. Yeah.
that's what gets me wondering because
Hmm.
further inside you are, the shorter the track is.
Hmm.
But now we've got the longer track and
Oh,
you've
it's
got
his long
some
strap.
more, yeah. So
But I think that this horse hasn't run as much as other horses that's in there right now. Like we got horses in there right now that this is going to be the third or fourth race, that they're running, and this is a long track, like you're talking about. So some of the favorites, like their legs are fucking tired right now, and you got
So
other people that got fresh legs.
if you had to pick a long shot, who would be your long shot?
Baeza,
No, your
I
long
think.
shot. Bears has got a good. I mean, it's a 4-1 right now. And that's not a long shot. Who do you think,
I,
like, other than that one's like doesn't
if
stand a
it was a
chance?
shorter, if it was a shorter track, because if it was a shorter track, I would say Rodriguez because that's a fast horse. But you're gonna see he's gonna come out fast, and then you're gonna see him. He's gonna start dropping back. Like he's a fast horse, but he's just not built for long tracks. So
They're gonna
like
figure
I
out
would think
the
if it was a
jockey's
shorter
gonna be
track, I would
wearing
pick him.
the
Yeah.
jockey's gonna be wearing an ice uniform on
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez,
Yeah.
make him run fast.
Come on. Come on. But
Hey,
it's hard to say
anything to
long.
win,
It's hard to
dude.
say long shot.
Yeah, you ain't
It's hard
cheap,
to
you
say
ain't
long
sharp.
shot because a lot of them are like 6-1 and 4-1. It's like it's real close. Like the
And there's
bottom
only
is
8
bad. Yeah.
and there's only
So
8 horses. So when
mhm,
there's only 8 horses racing, I mean, there according to the odds, there are some
mhm,
couple long shots,
yeah,
but I mean, that's when I'm putting down the money. When there's
yeah.
only 8 horses and you've got a 30-1 odd, based off the what you sent me, KJ, a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure they have changed by now, but
Yeah.
Heart of Honor was a 30-1.
Mhm,
And if I had the money, I would have thrown down on that, like, big time.
yeah,
Like, 30-1 with 8 horses racing. I
mhm,
mean, do the odds. I don't know. I'm not good at math. All he has to do is
yeah,
win, play, show. And
mhm,
I mean, come on. You got 5 grand to put down on something like that. You fucking do it. I don't know.
mhm.
I don't, but I could if people would
Yeah,
like, comment, and subscribe to this podcast.
come
There
on.
we go.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, I feel fucking violated every time I do that, but I have to do it, so
You got to, man.
otherwise otherwise, the bots don't do it. I figure it's a bot-like algorithm thing. If I don't say
Mhm,
it, like, I don't get like, comments, and subscribes, but if I say it, like, I see more of it. It's weird, dude. I don't know.
mhm.
I'm pro
You mean
machine.
advertising works?
Dude, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, just do what
it works,
everyone
man.
else is doing and just be
It
loud about
works.
it, and yeah, eventually somebody's gonna listen. What's the old political thing, say something loud enough and long enough, and they're gonna believe you.
Yeah.
They're here. Yeah.
Alright, before we get into that shit, uh, we just heard Jimmy's picks. KJ, let's get into yours.
Yeah. I just wanted to I like that Rodriguez pick, Jimmy.
Mhm,
Because one, I also look at like the jockeys and the trainers, and Mike Smith is riding Rodriguez, and he's a Derby winner, multiple
mhm,
Derby winner. So yeah, I think the last one he won was like 2018 or something like that. But I mean, he's a seasoned jockey, so he knows how to navigate the horse to where he needs to get it to try to get to the finish line first. And Bob Baffert
Forward.
is the trainer, and he's a Derby winner himself, so he's those are two like top-notch names as far as who you want training your horse and riding your horse. So I think that's a good pick. I'll be looking at Rodriguez to see what he does. But for my pick, I'm going with my favorite is going to be Sovereignty. Um, I know
Ooh,
it's
I
I
feel
know
like
it's
that's I
probably
feel
yeah.
like I feel
Mm,
like that's betting on the New York Yankees to
mm,
win the World
mm,
Series. I feel like
mm,
that's
well, the thing is, Sovereignty won the Derby.
I
He
get it.
mhm.
took off the Preakness, so he's rested.
Yeah.
Derby was a sloppy track. So Belmont Stakes is a sloppy track today.
I was gonna ask about the weather. I did not check that. It's a
Yeah,
sloppy track today?
Yeah, it's been bad. Yeah, it's
yeah,
been bad
Oh,
for the East Coast up here.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
when is the weather ever good in upstate New York? Like,
Dude, it rained for like
Right.
6 days up here, man. It just rained 6 days straight up here. It's stupid. It's
uh,
stupid.
That's probably why they
Yeah.
hold it as the last race to make it, by then the spring is supposedly sprung, but I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not good weather today, but
Damn.
so that Sovereignty is my favorite, and then my long shot is going to be Hill Road. Um, Again with the jockey Irad
Ooh.
Ortiz, man, him and his brother Joel Ortiz, they're just like I said before, Johnny. They're like Scottie Pippen and Jordan. They're really good jockeys. So that's who I'm going with. Sovereignty to my favorite, and then Hill Road for my long shot.
Damn. You know what? You guys, I'm loving this shit because none of our fucking picks match. Because going into mine, I have been riding journalism's ass since the Kentucky Derby. All right. Like these are my picks that from the Kentucky Derby originally. They were journalism. I fucked it up. I didn't realize how to bet. So uh if you've watched the previous episodes, you understand that I didn't understand how to bet, so I had to I picked the exact horses for which place, and yeah, it actually didn't turn out too bad for me. So my picks for the Kentucky Derby were to win journalism, to place Burnham Square, and to show sovereignty. I gotta let my dog out. One sec.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bulba.
Jimmy. So he picked. I tried to explain it to him, but he picked a trifecta. So he picked the first, second, and third.
Yeah.
But I was trying to tell him to pick across the board, just one horse
Okay.
across the board.
Yeah.
So what I did is I took his picks and I placed them like he betted them, but then I did across the board. And so with those double down on that, he got a nice little chunk of change.
Jimmy, do you remember the actuality from the finish from the Kentucky Derby was number one coming in to win sovereignty to place. So second place was journalism, and then B came in third, showed up in the Kentucky Derby.
So that was a question I was going to ask y'all. Like I was going to ask you next because I'm big on like I ain't saying this what you should do, but I like gambling, man. So like I like me a good trifecta box. Like like I was going to ask y'all what would y'all be like if you had pretty much you had three to pick. You could do it place. You could do it all the way across the board where it's open. They just these three horses. Or you like me personally, I would place mine to win. Would because I'm a gambler, so I'm gonna shoot for stars. I would pick Baeza. That would be mine, and then I would have because I just feel that Sovereignty took that break that she's gonna place. So and then I would go Rodriguez because I would try to reach for that one. I just think that journalism, she's been running too much, man. That horse has been running way too much.
Journalism's hot.
She's been running a lot. This is a big track. This is a long track, man.
She's hot, man.
Mile and a quarter. Mile and a quarter, man.
Going back to the Preakness episode, I picked journalism to win, Sandman to place, Heart of Honor to show what actually happened. Journalism did win.
Okay.
Gogurt or Gogger or whatever placed, and Sandman showed. So I mean, I'm hitting two on every three horses so far. So now we're coming into the Belmont Stakes, and I didn't give a win place show, but I did give my win, and I did give my long shot and my win. It's journalism's time. That motherfucker been running hard these past couple weeks. He's been getting there, dude. He got the first one. No, he didn't. He got
he's
second,
been solid,
and then he got
man.
first. Yeah. And
he's been solid. I'm not taking that from him, man. I'm just saying that everybody else got fresher legs. Everybody else got fresher.
He's gonna come out. He's gonna come out of the Triple Crown with 2 wins in second place.
There's no horse in there right now that in the last 7 races that ran more than him.
The only one that's gonna beat journalism today is Heart of Honor. My long shot.
That's a good story.
Because guess
y'all know about that story?
Guess who's running right next to fucking journalism? Heart of Honor.
y'all hear that story though? Like The
No,
actual story, like the father and daughter.
no,
It's a
let's hear it.
father. Yeah, it's a father and daughter. Like he's the trainer and then she's the jockey.
No.
Yeah, dude. Like yeah, it's
Who-
crazy.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're keeping
that's
it in the
insane.
family. I mean, I
Yeah,
think,
but think about it. If she was the one that like I think that only happened one time before, like in the history.
yeah, I
Like
mean,
it's a
it's
long shot. Like, if you were talking about a long shot, that would probably be a long shot. I just don't think it happened though, man. Like, but yeah, it's a cool story though, man. It's a cool
Yeah.
story.
yeah,
I just thought I'd
Yeah.
throw it out there.
it's
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool, man.
I didn't hear
almost
that.
like that one movie
Yeah.
with Spider-Man on the back of the horse, and then he falls off it. What is that movie again?
Mm.
I forget what is it. Let me just throw a fucking screwball right as we're talking.
Ooh,
Uh, hold on. Excuse me.
get it.
Let me clear my throat. Um, did you guys know that there was a jockey that once won at Belmont dead? Like he was dead. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In
Oh,
1923.
do tell.
Yeah. In 1923, jockey Frank Hayes, an Irishman, won a race at Belmont Park, as it was known back then. It wasn't the Belmont Stakes race. Despite being dead, he suffered a heart attack at mid race, but being that his body was so well strapped into the saddle, his horse crossed the finish line and
That's crazy.
won. Yeah, and guess what? He was a 20 to
That's even
1.
crazier.
He had 20 to 1 odds.
Holy shit.
And he didn't live to see it.
Oh man.
He fucking died.
Insane.
That
That's
horse was
insane.
like, "Get this fucking dead guy off me." Ah!
I'm surprised he didn't fall off.
Yeah.
That's
That
crazy,
dude,
dude. That's
uh,
crazy.
I don't know who straps those people in, probably
Yeah.
somebody named Rodriguez, but props
Mm.
because
Hmm.
they held a dead guy in a saddle and won a race.
He
That's
had his
insane,
foot
dude.
or he had his feet locked in those reins, man.
He was knee deep in that fucking horse.
That's
You know what the horse's name was?
What?
Sweet Kiss.
Mm.
right. That's something.
The headlines read "The Sweet Kiss of Death."
Oh
Mm,
man.
Yeah.
mm,
Oh, the shit
mm,
writes
that's dark.
itself, man. You're like,
Gee.
oh.
That shit dark.
Can you imagine if you died on the back of Rodriguez?
Imagine a person
Your
running up
family
to
would think you're gay.
him.
They're like,
Dude,
man dies on the back of Rodriguez.
imagine being a person that finds that out, man. Like
Yeah,
running up to grab him to celebrate a death.
he's
Like
fucking dead.
that's horrible. That is horrible, man.
What you do is you start checking his pockets for the
Yeah,
where's his locker key, motherfucker?
Gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Irishman.
that's
Well,
insane. That's crazy. That's
good,
crazy. Huh?
good for him. I had asked you guys earlier to think of like some of your favorite betting movies, and I'd like to get into that now, starting with. Do you guys want to flip a coin, or should we
Go
go
It
in
ahead, go
doesn't
ahead.
matter.
or
Go
should we
ahead.
go in
Okay,
Jimmy can go.
you
alphabetical?
want me to go?
Yeah.
Oh man, this to me. This is a classic, man. Two for the money. I remember that Al Pacino
Mm.
and McConaughey.
I own the DVD, brother.
Dude,
It's
that
on
that.
my list. I have to write it.
Uh,
I have to cross
uh,
it out now, you son of a bitch. You took one of the
I'm
movies out
sorry,
of my
brother. You should have went
you
first.
cocksucker.
But hey,
It's okay.
that lets you know that's good. That lets you
Yeah,
know
it
it's
is.
good.
And as a host, I can't fucking, go first.
Yeah.
Fuck. I gotta come up with something else. Talk amongst yourselves. No, yeah. Two for the money. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, it's a classic, man. Like it made me want to be a bookie. Like that was one of the movies that made you want to be a bookie. Like especially when they're talking about how much $200 billion industry back then. Like, I was
It
like,
it
that was a
starts
classic.
it starts out like the movie The Replacements. Remember the Keanu
Hmm.
Reeves kind of movie? Like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, dude, like makes a play at the end and like career ends, but all of a sudden now he's something else. But instead, like instead of Keanu Reeves becoming some boatman or whatever the fuck he was doing in the Replacements, Matthew McConaughey became some what was he like a low level bike messenger dude at first?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he was pretty much like a bullshit ass job.
yeah. And then somebody discovered him. He ended up being on cable TV with fucking was it Pacino?
Yeah, yeah.
Pacino, who had like
Fucking
a huge gambling fucking problem. Like guys who shouldn't be in gambling are like running a multi-million dollar fucking show about
dude.
gambling.
I
And
mean, that's genius because you're gonna make money off your craft.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then like you know how to
was it
gamble because you're
was
a
Renee
gambler.
Russo the wife?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
every
yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah. Back in the
KJ,
day, they used to have
KJ,
a
are you familiar with this film?
Yeah. I don't think I've seen it all the way through though, but
Well,
I
what
do
were you
remember
doing?
when it came
What were
out.
you doing?
I'm gonna have to watch it though. It's gonna go on my
it's a
list.
classic, dude. It's definitely a classic.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely one to watch. Like I said, it'll make you'll watch it and be like, man, I'm gonna be a bookie, man. Like,
Oh, dude, it
I was
made
like,
me wanna get into
yeah,
sports gambling,
yeah,
and
yeah.
mind you,
Yeah.
I watched this
It
show
probably
was
made me
in
get into sports gambling.
this was when it was, like, cable network fucking gambling, like, it was, what was it, like, what was that shit that you could buy shit on whatever that channel you turn on,
Oh,
and it's like
QVC.
yeah, but like
Uh,
that for gambling, it came on at, like, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. And these guys just talked about the odds and whatnot. I'm sure Vegas did that way before anyone else. It was all like internal kind of thing. But yeah, dude, and that's all the movie's about was like this just cable, whatever. It was before the internet or right as the internet was starting.
mm-hmm.
I watched it on
Starting off, yeah,
DVD in
yeah,
Korea. So it was like early 2000s that this movie came out. So, but yeah, definitely a good watch, dude.
mm-hmm.
It's not as good as probably the best gambling movie ever. That's why they made it
Mm-hmm.
twice, The Gambler.
Yeah, classic.
Uh, I enjoyed the original. I did not like the one with fucking Marky Mark because the I don't know. The numbers, it's just that the numbers didn't match up, the inflation. Like the original, when you watched it as a younger man, you're like, "Oh my god, that's a whole lot of money." And I don't know, but sorry, I took the fucking thing away. The Gambler was a good one, and it's The
Mm.
Gambler. So, damn, what would KJ, give me one of yours. I'm trying to go through my list. I've got so many.
Okay. Well, I'd have to go with I got like two. It's a, like I went with the old school movie and then kind of like our school movie. And the old school movie is The Sting with Robert Redford, Paul Newman, and Robert Shaw.
That's a
You know,
con artist film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
kind of swindled him. So I mean it's kind of gambling, but it's more of a
Yeah, because I'm
swindle.
sorry. Yeah, the horse racing, the
Mm-hmm.
ticket at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. That
Yeah,
was
that's a class. I forgot about that one. I was
yeah,
like,
that's
I ain't
not
hear
even
about
on
that
my
one in
list.
a long time.
KJ coming in with a fucking hot one.
Yeah, he did.
And then the one our school is something that we probably watch multiple times is
Mm.
Casino, you know.
Okay.
And that, you
Oh,
know, that was based on a
Yeah,
true story. So
yeah.
that kind of makes it like wow.
dude, that I mean, I have never hated that fucking woman so bad. Like, I have to
His
go
wife.
back. I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
yeah,
his wife. Yeah.
I have to stop
Horrible.
and go back and rewatch Basic Instinct
Mm,
just 'cause
yeah,
be like, "Yeah, I remember when I loved you, Sharon,
mm.
because you
Yeah,
fucking
she was something
in
special.
that movie."
Yeah,
Oh, her and James Woods, I fucking hate 'em.
I know.
Like, oh, I don't get it. Well, choked it. But yeah, so yeah, Casino. Dude, when wait, that one was based off a true story?
It was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy named Lefty Rosenthal. That's who the Ace
Mm-hmm.
Rothstein or
De
Ross.
Niro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, De Niro's
Yeah,
character
didn't
was
have.
based off
Mm-hmm.
this guy named Lefty Rosenthal, and he was like a best handicapper in I think New York or whatever. And then they he got affiliated with the mob, and then they moved him out to Vegas to kind of run the hotels for him so they can skim off the top. And
Sounds
and
Jewish.
then Nicky Santoro is a real character too. He was just,
Pesci.
yeah. So he was,
That's
kind
my
of
brother.
keeping an
Leave my
eye on him.
brother.
But yeah,
Leave my brother alone. Oh, Nicky. Or whatever his name is.
no more shine boxes, Billy.
Yeah, no more shine back.
Oh, I just scared my dog. She came in here because I was doing my Pesci fucking casino scene. Uh, who's got another one for me before I get into one that I don't think either of you have seen?
I mean,
All right, I'm gonna go with mine.
I got it.
I'm gonna go with mine. Hey, I got into a Philip Seymour Hoffman kick like
Oh,
about a month and a half ago. KJ, do you know this movie I'm talking
yes,
about?
I did.
Okay, it's a movie called Owning Mahoney. Is this the one that you were thinking? That where he plays it's a true life based on story of this dude named Mahoney, this Canadian guy who this dude was um the most degenerate but probably most honorable fucking gambler I have ever like just learned about because I watched the movie and I'm like this can't no, this can't be real like this guy is he's taken from the bank he's like opening loans and these other people's names and then coming across to Atlantic City because he's Canadian. So oh yeah, shout out to my Canadian bros with the dirty burger from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah. Um. So yeah, I forget the actual numbers, but it was like in the millions in the 80s that he embezzled from the bank, or he was like a loan officer, came down to Atlantic City and just blew it all. Literally blew it. Like, not on rooms or hookers or fucking food. Like, the dude only wanted, like, chicken fingers or some shit like that. I forget what his order was. Yeah, ribs with no sauce. That's what it was, ribs with no sauce, and he never fucking got his food because he stayed at the table. It was a whole little thing, in the movie. Yeah, the whole thing with this guy was just betting. He didn't he didn't enjoy like they would offer him rooms, like suites and Atlantic City was bidding for him like against Vegas at one point because he had to go to Vegas because shit was getting hot in Atlantic City. Anyway, it's a great fucking betting movie called Owning Mahoney, Philip Seymour Hoffman. And he did some horse racing stuff, but mostly that dude just wanted to bet. And it's a good movie. It's on probably fucking Prime right now if you want to
I'm
watch it.
gonna write that thing.
Owning Mahoney. And they spell it weird. They spell it Canadian like. It's Mahoney. Like Officer
Oh,
Mahoney.
um,
I think they spelled it differently from Police Academy. KJ, can I get a check?
yeah.
Okay. My next one. Have you guys ever seen Lucky Number 11?
Yes.
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 Man.
It all starts with the fucking
Hmm.
at the track. It all
Yeah, it is.
starts at the track, and then it was a watch, and then people got turned into a
And
fucking
I
lesson.
forgot about that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucy Liu
it
when
was
she
like a mind. Yeah, it was like a mind fuck too.
how
Like at the
what
end, you'd be like, "What?"
how did you forget about Lucy Liu? You ain't forget about Lucy Motherfucker. It's
That
like
was a
you
mind fuck.
forgetting
That was
about
a good one.
yeah. Yeah, dude, well, Bruce Willis, um,
There was that one dude,
yeah,
fucking
from
the
Pearl
main
Harbor.
character.
He
Yeah.
left Hollywood forever because shit was
Hmm.
getting weird. Fuck, man. I don't know. Let us know in the
They had a
comments
whole
what
bunch of. They
movie it
had a
is.
whole bunch of people in there. Like it was a lot of famous people in that movie.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, you guys, I need one more betting movie from each of you before I'm gonna start
Mm,
a movie game with you that has nothing to
that I'm
do
gonna lose.
with horses. No, it's just a fun game.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you're gonna lose, Jimmy.
I like the donkey in the back though. Let's just
See,
say.
that's because I'm a
Yeah.
jackass. Can't you tell?
It fits.
All right, Jimmy, you got another movie for us? What's another betting?
You remember Rounders? It was like a little bit when I was in the military. I watched that. Like it was like '98. It was like that's a classic. That one was one of
Matt Damon.
that was originally gonna be number one, but then I was like, you know what? I watched the other one more. But
Edward Norton, fucking John
yeah,
Malkovich with the
hmm
absolute worst Russian fucking accent
yeah,
ever, but for some
horrible.
reason it works
It
because the
was.
rest of the movie is good.
Yeah.
What's the professor's name? He's a famous actor. He's dead now. Looks like Skeletor. I forget.
Yeah,
Uh,
fucking. Yeah, he
who was
got caught up and he had controversy around him before he died. A whole bunch of
did he
stuff came out.
really?
Yeah, it
Uh,
was crazy.
hey, you
We're not
know
gonna
what?
talk about it. We might get banned. We might get banned. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it. It was on some Diddy stuff.
I'm sure he doesn't care. He's dead now. Who was
But
who was Matt
I
Damon's
can't remember his name.
who was
I
Matt
can't remember
Damon's
his fucking name.
girlfriend in Rounders?
There's a blonde chick.
Who? Yeah, yeah. Who? What?
What's her name? Yeah.
Anyone
Damn.
remember? I remember she was she like famous like for the time or
I think she was
it's
like in
not.
TV shows, man. I want to say she was like in TV shows or something. Like, and then
That
she
may have
became
been.
that was a movie. Yeah, I think she
Yeah,
was in TV shows,
she
and then she
wasn't that.
became.
She wasn't that chick in that
Fucking,
world-ending movie where Morgan Freeman was the president and she was like hugging her
oh,
dad
you
on the
talking?
beach. It wasn't.
You talk about?
That was
No, I don't think she was in that.
Del
That
yeah,
was.
Deloney or some bullshit.
You talking about
I don't
fucking
know.
Morgan Freeman? I don't know, man. I'm old, man. I can't remember that far back.
Everyone listening right now is either screaming at us or telling us to fucking move on. Like you were like, movie. KJ, give me a fucking betting movie, dude. Let's talk one.
Oh man, that was Rounders was my
Mm,
pick just because
mm,
I
Noise.
mean the actors in it were,
mm.
great cast. But I'd have to say
Made me want
Ocean's
to eat
11.
Oreos.
Oh,
Ocean's
yeah.
11 was
Yeah.
kind of I mean I like Clooney
Okay,
and
so you're
and
going
then
with the reboot.
oh yeah, not the old. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, not the old one. I don't think I've actually seen the old Ocean's 11,
No one has. No one has. It
but
was
I
it
was like,
was
I
the
haven't seen it.
fucking
I was like, I
it
haven't
was
seen
the Rat Pack, and they were just all fucked up, and
it.
it was it was a great concept of a movie, but those guys weren't shit compared to what we got with the Ocean's 11 that KJ was
yeah,
talking about. Yeah.
I just thought it was a good ensemble cast and just good plot, good story,
Do you
entertaining.
know do you know that those, 2 robberies that, what's the Jewish guy at the boat he's the guy who's gonna fund it, at his pool at his house, and he's like, "There's only been 2 attempts at, well, robbing a casino in Las Vegas. Yeah, this in 19 whatever when the dude, like, grabbed a fucking box, and he's like, he made it 15 steps to the door. That's the close and they, like, clotheslined him and or
Uh,
whatever. Yeah, those 2, robberies that he's talking about were completely made up.
oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Yeah. Imagine that, Hollywood feeding us bullshit.
Oh, yeah. All that
Sounded
bullshit.
good, though. Yeah. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you, but yeah, go ahead.
No,
Ocean's 11, I love that movie.
yeah.
I have a way of fucking up everything. I'm glad the wife is not here right now. She'd be yelling at me to just stop interrupting you guys,
Okay, but
but she's gonna be mad if she watches this because 'cause I'm drinking out of her Kansas City cup.
mm,
Because I have to. I found out that you get demonetized if you, drink alcohol on YouTube, like, openly drink alcohol. Like yeah. Because that's the reason why no one's watching us. It's
yeah.
it's me openly drinking alcohol, but, I mean, it doesn't hurt to not do it, so alright, I'm gonna move into this movie game that, I kinda was talking about it on Twitter, and it is I'm gonna give you 2 actors, right? And you have to pick one of them. But the one that you, don't pick, their entire body of work goes away. You understand? To
Well,
include, like, if they star in movies together, that movie just fucking goes away. Alright? You guys ready? You understand?
Mhm.
I'm
Alright,
digging
I'm mansplaining to men, I'm sorry. Uh,
it.
First one, Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Who do you choose to stay? Who do you give the thumbs up to or the thumbs down? I forget how it actually works in Roman. I think it's backwards, but anyway. Jimmy, you
Damn,
first. Let's go. Or do you need more
damn,
time?
that's a hard one there, man. Because like Van Damme had a small window. He had like maybe
Arguably the same window that
4.
Seagal
Yeah,
had.
I don't know, man. Like Prime Seagal was. Like, I grew up on Prime Seagal, man. Little ponytail and all, and I never knew how he was able to beat people up with just
He used to run
this right
weird
here,
too.
man.
Yeah.
Just that, like beat people up.
I agree because Steven Seagal was more relatable as a kid. You're watching Steven
Hmm.
Seagal and he's doing these things that like I think I could do that as a kid.
Hmm.
Whereas, Van Damme was doing those leg splits and shit
Like
and
blood
doing those
sport, man. Like
jumping, yeah,
you
doing those
bleed like
jumping
Bondi.
those jumping
Like
spinning kicks, that shit, like, there's like it's cool to watch, but as a kid, I'm never fucking doing that. Like, there's no way
yeah,
that's gonna
that's
be
a
me.
hard one, man. That's a hard one.
So I would choose Steven Seagal. I would get
Yeah,
rid
I
of
think
Van Damme. I would take Steven
I don't know,
Seagal.
man, because I like Van Damme, man, because like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, those were classics.
Cyborg.
Cyborg, yeah, Cyborg, like they're
Yep.
classics. But outside of that, like outside of that, what I mean? I'm like, that's all
So
you really got, man.
so give me a
Like
pick. So give me a pick because we gotta
I,
move on to KJ.
I would keep Seagal. I keep Seagal. Yeah, you talked me
Oh,
into it, man. Yeah, yeah, I have to keep him because I just
I'm good at that. I don't need
yeah,
roofies. I just
yeah,
need my mouth. I mean,
because he just has way better, way better movies, like more of them, definitely more of them. All right,
all
never
right,
mind.
KJ. No, you good. KJ. Uh-oh.
But
Here
dang,
we
excuse me. I have to go with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
go.
So I just think that
This
like
motherfucker is like the
Bloodsport
one
and
person.
Kickboxer, just because like just his athleticism, man, was like is something we hadn't seen in a while. Him doing some crazy stuff when we're like, whoa, you know,
Mhm.
you
That's
know,
true.
and
That's
it's
true.
I don't know. I liked his I liked his movies better. I mean, Steven Seagal was good too. And he was kind of funny because he's always saying some sarcastic while he's beating the
Dude, the
crap out of
one one
somebody.
the one he has in, what is it? This guy's a famous actor, and I'm gonna fuck it up, but, he he pulls him out of the fucking closet, the dude's in a robe, and he, like, shoots down, like, into his crotch or whatever, and then it scares the guy, and he looks, and he's like, "I missed. I never miss. It must have been smaller than I thought." Like, I fucking
Like, come on, man! Like Under Siege, man. There was some
Oh,
there's some good one. Yeah, that was
I
one of my
watched that
favorites.
movie.
You
I watched that movie
remember
with my
Birthday King?
dad. Yep, yep,
You remember the
that
Birthday
was the
King?
scene. Yep, my father was in the room, and all
Hey,
he
it's
said
okay.
was, "Oh."
Mm.
That was it. And we left it at that. And I was like, "Good movie,
That's
dad.
it.
Yep. I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I go to bed,
I'll be
father."
right back. I mean,
Dude, Van Damme did have some fucking killers though, man. Like, I mean, Cyborg was one that little fucking knife out of the boot of
hmm
Cyborg was something I tried to implement in an old tennis shoe of mine, but I could never figure out how to do the knife. So what I did is I peeled back the sole of the front and put like tacks in the front.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was between the leather and the rubber of the sole that came up where the stitching was, there was a tack there. So I could fucking kick motherfuckers in the shin, whatever, dude, and I was a
You know, they're
I
like,
was a motherfucker.
Poke,
I
poke
was
'em
a
full of holes.
Yeah, I was a pissed off little fucking kid.
I'll poke the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Come here, I'll poke the shit out you.
dude, at one point, I had like 4 tacks across the
Yeah.
board in case I wanted to sidekick a motherfucker, too. I've realized if I hit him with the inside of my foot,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna stick him, and I wanna
Yeah,
stick
right.
him because if I'm not that strong, I at least wanna fucking draw blood and scare him. Anyway, it was the whole thing. I should probably talk to a therapist. Um, I got a hard one for you guys, and I want KJ to go first on this one.
Come on.
De Niro and Pacino.
Mm.
Mm.
Think how many, and this is what
You're an
screwed me over
asshole,
on this.
man.
Think
You're
how
an
many
asshole.
great movies that they star in together. So those movies go away. Now, when those movies go
Well, there's
away,
only two, I think.
Yeah.
Godfather 2 and
Yeah, and
Heat.
Heat.
Okay.
He,
Again, take those 2 movies away. And then what do you got with these guys? Like, I think
Yeah,
we gotta go Pacino. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm taking over for you.
no, I mean, I like De Niro just because I think he's a little bit more versatile. Like he's done comedy like Meet the Fockers and stuff like that. So he's kind of has a little bit better range, I think.
Good point.
But I think Pacino's acting is just superior. It's his superior acting. It
raw.
supersedes his De Niro's scale of acting skills because
Scent of a Woman.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, that's
put
a
up
classic.
any De Niro film that doesn't have Pacino in it against Scent of a Woman, and Scent of a Woman beats it every time.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and two though, what's the one with him and Keanu? Where he's Satan? He's Satan.
Oh,
Oh,
Devil's Advocate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come
Yep.
on. That's I mean,
I'm hard
I'm
dude,
not
okay,
sure there's a
I'm holding
movie.
back so bad. I don't wanna go into the
I'm not
Uh,
sure there's a movie that
look, but don't
that
touch,
he doesn't have.
but don't taste. Taste, but don't swallow. While he's got you jumping on left foot to the right. Sorry. Alright, yeah, I fucked
He's
it
an
up.
absentee
Yeah,
landlord.
worship that? Never!
I mean, it's almost all his classic movies. He's got his own little, I don't know if you want to call it soliloquy or just like
Mhm.
scene where he goes off, and I mean,
He rants.
it's all
Yeah.
emotion,
He's
you
more
know.
Mhm.
quotable. He's more quotable than De Niro.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Other than Meet the Fockers on, I mean, I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? I mean, what? And Are You Talking to Me?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
Mhm.
another one. Those probably his 2 greatest off the
yeah.
top of my head. But I
I
mean,
mean,
we can go all day on Pacino.
what was that? I mean,
Even the Tuck
he
movies.
had some bangers. That one with the black Navy diver.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, the one
Yeah,
from Norfolk.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Cookie.
yeah.
Cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah.
But I forgot the
Cuba
name of
Gooding
that movie.
Jr.
That was. I mean, he has his own classics. Like he has his
Yeah.
classics, but like,
K
I,
side tangent, and if you let us know in the comments, name me a Cuba Gooding Jr. movie that he doesn't cry in, and I'll give you a shout out. Good luck. Uh, yeah, it's so bad. So, I mean, okay, I'm going Pacino. We going all Pacino on this one? I mean, we're gonna lose some bangers.
I know, but I think I can't lose Pacino because I
Yeah.
got more. Like I grew up from a young kid watching that dude. You know what I mean? From a very young kid, because like I love movies. Like it's hard to say that about De Niro, man. Like realistically, movies that I really was like, man.
You're gonna lose, yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta go Pacino.
KJ?
Gotta keep him.
Yeah, got to go with Al.
All right.
Mm.
Guys, this one was probably the hardest one that I had to think of, and I'm hoping we talk a little bit longer on it, longer than the previous ones. And they are the collections of Robin Williams and Jim Carrey. Think about that for a second. Like, it took me for I don't know. I don't know. Did I build it up too much? I'm feeling like
No.
this is I felt like this is like kind of a hard one for me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
When I grew up in the 90s, it was Jim Carrey, and then I was learning like I knew Robin from Mork and Mindy and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that, and then whatever. So I guess maybe this is a when you were born kind of a question. Which one are you into? Um I don't know, man, because I mean we grew up with we had Miss Doubtfire, we got Dumb and Dumber, we got shit, dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
uh, I feel like I threw a fucking I've never been this good at pitching. So who wants to go first?
I mean,
Let's
KJ can go first.
talk about a movie, man. Let's talk about whose movies first. What is the first movie
I
you remember seeing from Jim Carrey?
from Jim Carrey.
Uh,
Um, I don't. I think probably one of the Ace Venturas, but I remember him being on in Living Color. That's where I
yeah.
remember him. And that dude was crazy. Fire Marshal Bill and all that stuff. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
They fucking like draw. That's where that whole thing from Me, Myself, and
Mm-hmm.
Irene came from when he was all fucked up on the drugs.
Yeah.
He's like,
So I
Does your
mean,
ass does your ass hurt after that? No, my ass has taken a pounding over the years. It does give me hella drive out though. Anyway, yeah.
but I would definitely have to say Robin Williams. By far.
You're sticking with Patch Adams. Okay.
Well, Dead Poet Society.
Ooh, you're
So
going more dramatic, Williams.
well, I like range, I like versatility, that
Dude, have
shows.
you never seen 23? Have you never seen was that Spotless Mind and Eternal Sunshine
Yeah,
of the
but
Spotless Mind? The Carrie
he's see, in
Caliber?
my opinion, Jim Carrey tried to branch out into dramatic and serious roles, but it to me it doesn't translate on screen because you always see him doing Ace Ventura or talking with his butt. So it's for me it's just
It's
hard for
fucking
him to
great.
take him seriously. But Robin Williams had a different kind of comedy. It wasn't kind of like a goofy, stupid comedy. It's just like he was like 100 miles per hour on the cocaine. So,
Yeah, I was about to say he's
but he was
fucking
good.
stoked.
He was good, And then,
Yeah,
Goodwill
you ever
Hunting.
seen me on cocaine? I'm
Goodwill Hunting.
hilarious.
What's that?
I am hilarious on cocaine. You see me on
Yeah.
cocaine, it's gonna be
Is
great.
that what he
Yeah,
said?
yeah. No, that's me saying that.
Oh, that's a direct
Well,
quote.
yeah, yeah. Of course he's
He
funny.
said,
He's
"Oh,
on
me. He's not
cocaine.
talking about
The
me."
guy's fucking going off. And because I mean, if you're like hanging out with someone who's on cocaine, the possibility of you also being on cocaine is very high. So you're just gonna be like, yeah, this guy's hilarious as long as he's holding the fucking bag. Anyway, but no, okay, fucking Robert
Yeah.
Williams. So what are we
Those two
losing?
movies, Deadpool Society and then Goodwill Hunting, man, those kind of
Oh,
kind of
classic.
set him above Jim Carrey.
You're going for the gut punchers. Oh,
It's
good
not it's
move.
not your fault, Will. It's
Jesus.
not your fault.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna,
not your fault.
I'm gonna start crying, hug one of my dogs.
Come
Shit.
on. Come on.
Damn. Okay, Jimmy, let's go.
I
KJ
have to
makes
agree, man.
did it
I have
change
to agree.
did
Yeah, I have
KJ's
to agree.
answer change your mind?
No. I think from the beginning it was always Robin because, like, I grew up watching him, like the highlights and watching him on Saturday Night Live. Man, like that was a different type of, like you said, like high speed doing stand up. Like before he became like the serious actor that he became. And there's bangers, man. He had one. It was about his family. They all went to hell, and he had to go down there and rescue them.
Yeah.
Oh,
You remember
what
that one?
dreams may come.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a
Come
fuck
on, man.
yes,
Like
those are gut
That was
Ace
punchers.
that
Van
was good.
Ace Ventura never had nothing on that, man. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
he's a funny dude. Like he's a
but
funny
see,
dude.
that
But
makes
I just don't think like caliber, if you're talking about acting and get rid of like films, like come on, when I was young, Peter Pan, come on, man. Like
Look,
I love some Peter Pan. Oh,
called
Hook.
Hook,
Yeah, Hook. I'm sorry, Hook. But Peter Pan, man, you
directed
remember?
by Steven
Like,
Spielberg. It was a
yeah, I
flip.
remember little kids loving that show. But
Great movie.
I don't know. I couldn't get rid of all his movies. To me, it would be sad. It would be
See,
sad, but like at the same time, like
all
I'm
right.
like, I'll miss you. I'll
So,
miss you.
so you guys are both getting rid of all the Ace Venturas. You're getting rid of all the Ace Venturas. That's pretty much. But do
And
you,
Mask,
I don't know, like
you know.
as
Yeah,
like
Mask.
somebody, yeah, yeah, Mask, and then they made those shitty fucking sequels. Um, but as a guy who just doesn't enjoy those gut punchers, that
Mm,
makes me want to fucking do yeah. I
mm,
gotta I want to get rid of William
mm,
because I mean he's look again he's got the range and it's that he's so good I have to take him out. I have to take him out because I can't experience that. I would rather see Jim Carrey talk out of his butt and laugh than watch fucking Robin Williams, like, not save his wife who's been dead for how many years, bring her back from the depths of hell kinda movie.
mhm.
I just don't wanna see it. Dude, even like, do you not remember Mrs. Doubtfire at the like,
Yeah.
at the very beginning point when he loses his kids? It's fucking sad, dude, like, I don't want that ugh, and then it's like, "Hooty hoo," and everything's okay. Oh, dad's
But
fucking a woman.
that shit was a classic, though,
Yeah,
man. That
it's a
shit
great
was a
movie,
classic.
but
Uh,
it's
that's
an
just a classic.
emotional roller coaster
Mhm,
that we were put on as kids that nowadays these kids aren't getting movies like that.
mhm.
They're not getting, whatever. I don't care, but
Yeah,
I don't wanna get through I don't wanna go through that again. So
I get
I'm picking butt spreading Jim Carrey over
it.
fucking
Out the
Robin
rhino's
Williams.
ass.
Yeah, oh my god, classic. What? Name me a better sequel. Come on, comedy sequel. Better
I
comedy
mean,
sequel than Ace Ventura 2. Caddyshack 2 sucked ass. Everything else sucked ass. Porky's 2 sucked ass. That was
mhm.
more just softcore porn, but all right. I got one more, unless you
Come
guys have
on,
thought of some while we were
come on,
discussing them.
come on.
KJ, did you think of any of them? No.
Any movies? Any
Yeah, yeah,
actors?
or actors, like who versus who. I've got a whole list, and I can keep going. I just figured I'd give you guys a chance if you had thought of somebody, that if you'd like to interject. If not, we can keep going. I can give, this is one of Stacy's, uh, offerings, Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
Hmm.
That's courtesy of my wife.
All right,
Uh,
good.
who wants to go first on this one?
Mm.
I'll take this one. I think I think I had to go with Matthew
Right off the bat, you
McConaughey.
don't wanna
I have
discuss
to, man.
anything? Okay.
But
Oh, oh,
it's just that I always favored. I grew up on his. It's another thing, nostalgia. I grew up on his movies. Come on, Dazed and Confused, like probably one of the first movies I seen with him. You know, and then what was that one
One of
where?
the first that was one of the first I think it was the first movie I ever got drunk to, was Dazed and Confused,
I
drinking
definitely,
old style. I was drinking old
I
style in
definitely
the
got high.
kitchen with my brother.
Definitely got high to it. I definitely got really high. But
Yes.
probably did a lot of things on that damn movie. But
Let's
but
talk
it's just
about
like
it.
he
Like
has some
what,
bangers,
Jimmy?
man.
Hold on,
Like just
backtrack.
leaping.
What
Okay,
were
come on.
you you said you
Yeah.
probably
Oh
did a
no,
lot of things while watching that
we
movie.
yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot. Like, you knew the individuals that I probably did it with.
So if you pick you're picking Matthew McConaughey. So we're getting rid of Natural Born Killers. We're getting rid of Cheers. We're getting
Mhm.
rid of True Detective, of course. So now you got to take McConaughey out on that. What else am I forgetting, KJ? That Harrelson was in. That
White man can't jump.
there. Oh my God! Yeah,
mm,
it should have been Black Man Can't Jump because
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is a completely unathletic motherfucker. Did you know that's why all his scenes were in slow motion in Major
Mhm.
League? Because he was not fast at all. The white guys were way too fast. Even when they were slowing
Well,
down, like,
he's short too. He's not like
He's
six
very
foot.
yeah.
He's like
dude,
I think he's like 5'8" or 5'9" or something like
I'm
that.
I'm 5'7", I'm fast as fuck, so I don't know what the
Mm,
hell you're talking about.
mm, mm.
Okay, so, I mean, what else are we getting rid of with Harrelson gone? Is that the biggest
I
death
mean that.
Um,
I don't remember.
wasn't he in Old Country too?
Yes.
Wasn't
He
Oh,
I mean
was
fuck.
an okay. That was a classic. Though. That
A
was a good
fantastic role.
one.
So now we're getting rid of a Coens Brothers movie? I don't know if I can allow that.
I don't know, but it was just like
Yeah, I don't like the rules of this game, Johnny.
uh, you just be setting up. You're
I
setting
don't
up
care what you
like
like, JJ. These are the fucking
it's a
rules
hard
of
choice.
play.
Every
I
single
just
one of these,
I
every
would
single one of
prefer
these has
the
been a hard
role,
choice.
just that
Yeah,
role be
yeah,
gone. You know, his
No.
role will be gone. The movie still stays, but
No, you
his role would
can't,
be gone.
because then we're gonna get into discussion about who fills that role, and we never fucking stop talking. We gotta put a fucking kibosh on it.
it's just
Or a kielbasa if you're big dicked. So, okay, who we going with?
I'm gonna stick with McConaughey, man.
Yeah,
Like it's
I
just
Okay,
mean,
I,
so we got
I like
McConaughey.
more of his movies, man. Like that one where he's a lawyer. Remember the lawyer and that
Yeah,
little
Lincoln
girl was
Lawyer. He
yeah,
turned it into a
yeah,
TV show
yeah.
on Netflix.
yeah. Yeah, that's a classic. That's a good one too. That's a good show. But yeah, I mean, like he makes movie that impact. Like you probably don't like you said, but like he makes movie that's like deep
It
movies.
depends
You
on
know?
the type of impact that it gives, Jimmy. Like, this all, like, losing your family and making me care about fucking people and shit like that, go away with it, and I don't know, but
I mean, how would it look? How would it look was I picked one of his movies as my favorite, like
yeah.
favorite for the gambling. And I'd be like, you
That's
know
how you
what?
have
Yeah, I
you
can't
have to
do
do
it,
it,
man.
like, which
I can't do
one stars in my favorite movie? Because that's the
it.
one I can't get rid of,
Yeah, because
and
he has more movies like that. Like it's like a toss up. Like there's other actors that are like that, like Denzel. Like I could never get rid of him because
see,
so many good. You know, like
I was trying to come up with someone that would be the equivalent of Denzel, and I
and
could
there's
not.
not.
Like, who would be, like, one that would I just was thinking of, like, who would be a matchup against Denzel that I would rather pick them over Denzel, and I really couldn't come up with anyone. Maybe a Brad Pitt, but I didn't wanna turn it into a black and white thing,
uh,
I just don't. I would still, oh, even if it was like Brad Pitt, I would still pick Denzel. I think.
right? Like, it's but, I
Yeah.
mean, you
It's
also
almost
gotta
lopsided, man, because he has so many classics, dude. Like so many classics. Nothing.
he's
You could never
got
take
some
away Training
flaws
Day.
too. Got some
Like
flaws.
you
yeah.
can never take away
There's
Training Day, man. Like
yeah,
I
well,
could, or the one where he's
you can take away Virtuosity, please. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, that's horrible.
With
That's
Russell Crowe. Was it Russell
yeah, it
Crowe?
was horrible.
Yeah. The original AI serial killer.
Hmm.
All put in the same person, then it becomes a damn, that movie may come true. All right, I got one more before we go, and then I'll give you guys last thoughts. Um, Billy Bob Thornton and John Malkovich.
Mm,
Is that I thought
mm.
that was kind of a I mean, because there are really, like, how do you go? I don't know. KJ, let me hear it.
Okay.
Putting you on the spot. Sorry, because
So
I
John
can't.
Malkovich and who was the other one you said?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob. I
Oh,
don't
Billy.
know. I like Billy Bob personally.
Because of Monsters Ball, Scene 16, Make Me Feel Good when he fucked
Yes,
Halle
very
Berry.
good. It made me feel very good.
Hmm.
That's
But I like the movie where he's Carl, with
Sling
him and
Blade.
John. John Ritter, and he's Sling Blade.
Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay, wait.
Sling Blade.
Yeah.
That's how he talks.
I like them French fried potatoes.
Some fried chicken.
I'm gonna get me one of them biscuits and
Exactly what he sound like, man.
Mhm.
Exactly what the fuck he sound like.
But he's also
I've been saying he ain't been right. I'm
him in
gonna
that.
hit him. I'm gonna hit him in the head.
He's played in that Santa movie too, with that Tony
Yeah.
Cox.
Bad Santa.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
Bad Santa.
When he's fucking the mom from Gilmore Girls
Yeah.
in the hot tub. Oh,
Dude, like he's another one that's all over the place where he's acting, man. That's why I like him. All over the place.
but I mean, John Malkovich, you've got fucking Rounders, like we talked about earlier. We've got, I mean, fucking being John Malkovich. So,
Con Air.
yeah, Con Air.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're missing so many classics right now. I mean,
There is a lot.
what are we missing on what made John Malkovich? Or was he just all of a sudden John Malkovich in the 90s, Like he was just an old guy actor, right?
Yeah, he's
That's how I
been
remember
like
him. He
that one dude
wasn't
that was in Roadhouse. He was the same dude, like the dude that
Sam
was in
Elliott.
Roadhouse. It's been
He was
old.
just
Yeah, that's been old forever.
yeah.
He's always been old.
I
Never
think
ages.
Malkovich like a theater dude?
I was gonna say he may have been like a lot of those guys back, when we grew up. They started on Broadway and stuff, and then they got noticed by directors and stuff coming to their shows, and then they pull them in for movies. So
You know
and
what
that's
the
what I was
greatest
thinking.
example
He
of that
started on
ever
theater,
was?
huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You know what the greatest example of that ever was?
What?
Die Hard. When they pulled in, fucking Hans Gruber. He was a theater actor, and he
Yeah.
had never done movies before, and then that's what started it, and then he was in, those Harry Potter movies, and then he died after he did,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Dogma. Yeah, he was a theater guy.
I didn't know that shit.
What why am I brain farting his name? And I'm fuck.
Normally, I have my cheat code. I have my phone. I'll be
Yeah,
down and Google. But
I
damn,
keep on
Wi-Fi
interrupt
blew
I
out.
I keep on interrupting again and again. I'm sorry, KJ, go ahead.
No, that's. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, fucking fucked it all up. I'm sorry. All right, so we were on Billy Bob Thornton and John Malkovich, and I threw it off onto a tangent. Um, who are you going with? Wait, were we still on that one?
no. I mean, I think I was gonna go with um, who's the other guy besides John Malkovich?
Yeah, Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. Yeah, Billy Bob. I can't believe I can't remember the name.
Oh,
What
Billy.
else? What else was he really in? I mean, he did that movie with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck when the world was gonna end. Uh, Remember the fucking animal cracker scene on Liv Tyler's belly? I'm naming every actor in the movie, Steve Buscemi, and I can't come up with the name of the goddamn movie. Owen Wilson, fucking John Clark. Uh, what the fuck movie is this? Where they're drilling a hole in the meteor before.
Yeah, I know you're talking about where they're saving the planet.
Oh my
You know
god.
what I'm
Am
talking
I
about?
just
Armageddon.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am running this shit into the ground. I am sorry, guys.
All right, but it's all good.
All right. Final thoughts before we get out of here.
Well, I mean,
But
I'm sorry, Jimmy. We
you're good.
all
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
we're all waiting to find out because when we did the one I think the Derby
Mhm.
cast, you said you had a trophy, right? So we all want to know, did you get to keep the trophy, the horse trophy?
Yeah, I got it, man. Like, yeah,
Did
my
you?
daughter. It's crazy how that happened, man. Like, so my daughter picked two horses prior to that, but both those horses got scratched. So then she ended up picking the last horse, and that's the one that won. And so
Oh,
we
you
kept,
kidding me?
yeah. So like,
That's
dude, like,
outstanding.
it's crazy, man. It's like 3 or 4 years in a row that she won it. Like that's insane. So yeah, it's
Man, that's
downstairs. So,
Oh, the
yeah.
fucking. Oh, wait, no. That's like.
Like
It's like, oh, your horses aren't in it. All right, well then, take that one. She fucking
it's
wins it.
crazy because she picked the first one, it
Yeah,
got scratched, and
pick
then
the
later
second.
on, the second one that she picked, it got scratched, and she's like, "I'm running out of horses. Who do I pick?" You know what I mean? So like because everybody already picked a horse. Like she thought she had a horse until she didn't. So everybody got all the pickings, man. Like everybody went, and then she just went for the horse, and she won it. I was laughing. I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's
It,
crazy."
that's
rem-
out. That's
it,
outstanding.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's
it
crazy.
reminds me of the scene in My Blue Heaven. I don't know if you
Hmm.
guys remember that movie with
Yeah.
Steve Martin and Rick
Mhm.
Moranis when Rick Moranis is asking for Steve Martin's social security number so that he can get him paid with the fucking checks, from the FBI. And so he's like, he just starts naming off numbers, and he gets into the flow of it, and he's like 625, and he's like reading Moranis's face. He's like 7, and he stopped, and Moranis is like, hold on, you gave me one too many numbers. He's like,
Mhm.
take off the last 5. That was like your daughter's situation. Like, yeah, fuck it. I
It was
tried.
crazy.
Just give me the last one. So
That was a crazy
fantastic.
race, man. That was a good race stuff. That was exciting.
So you still got the pot. You should shine it up,
Got the
and
pot.
you guys got
Yeah.
to turn it into like the Stanley Cup and like get one of those little etcher things from like Hobby Lobby and put someone like their name in
Mhm.
and the horse they picked to win that race. I don't know, just a suggestion. I want you to spend money.
Dude, they've been doing this for like 20 years, something like that. Like 20, 25 years. They were doing
Damn.
it for a while. Yeah, dude.
Dude, it
It's
could
like a
be
family thing.
yeah, it
Yeah.
could be your own family
Uh,
Stanley Cup. That'd be the shit.
we're just gonna keep it in the family.
You can expand to Canada and
Yeah.
be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just crazy. Good times.
All right. So before we go, we've got 2 teams in the NHL right now. We got Florida Panthers, we got the Edmonton Orioles. It is the United States of America versus Canada, who has not owned the Stanley Cup in a very long time. So, Jimmy, who do you got? Florida or Edmonton?
I'm gonna stick with Florida, just because I just want to be able to talk shit to my daughter's boyfriend, who's Canadian.
Damn. Oh, good job. Yes. Go Florida.
So USA, I need y'all to win. I need
USA.
y'all to pull it off.
KJ.
Yeah, I like Edmonton just because that's where I started watching the Great One. But I think
Yeah.
Florida's going to win it.
Fantastic. NBA Finals. Pacers, Thunder, Jimmy. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go. This is a hard one. Uh,
Pacers already
I'm gonna go
up
with the Pacers.
1-0.
I'm gonna go with the Pacers. I'm gonna go with the Pacers. Just what they showed that comeback. They were down like 16 points, and then Halliburton, even when he's
Yeah,
having an off night, still good. You know what I mean? Like to
that dude
hit
is
that clutch shot. Yeah, I mean, but
Halliburton
it's
is
hard,
balling,
man.
man.
I think this is going 7 games. Like we're not. Nobody's gonna figure it out before that. I think it's going 7, but I think Indiana
I
pulls
hope
it
they
off.
go 7. Everyone who's got
Yeah.
money invested hopes it goes 7. And as a
Like
fan,
the Pacers
I
have a
hope it
solid
goes.
defense. A lot of people don't realize.
KJ,
Yeah,
same
I think
question.
I think the Pacers are going to do it. I think Halliburton's just. I mean, he's been on fire this play postseason, man. He's just been. This is not the first time he's hit a game winner. So he's. I mean, I think he's feeling it. So
Mhm.
I
You
think it'll
guys,
be in 6. Not maybe. I think they'll won't take it to 7, but they're not going to blow them out. That's for sure.
so does that mean if it's Pacers in 6, they win it at home? Wait, no, that would be away. Who
Mhm.
has
See, I'm not sure because it used to be 2-3,
So
2.
yeah, I think OKC would have game 7. at home because I think they had a better record. So I think OKC would
They
have.
started doing like head-to-head matchup during the
Uh,
season since they did that whole interleague play across all fucking sports. So yeah, it's confusing
Yeah.
now.
yeah. Because I
Where
know OKC had the best record in the league when they started
yeah.
the playoffs.
So
So,
now, like, if it almost makes it so that if you can pull one away at away, that there possibly you could win at home or some shit like
Right.
that. So yeah, so fantastic, you guys. This has been great. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. I'm sorry if I went on some fucking weird off rants. It's like I said, this is what happens when the wife leaves me alone with the computer and my boys. So I love you guys.
love you, man.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Love you guys.
All right, love you, man.